Good day, everyone. Here we are again, your oral communications teacher. This is me, Ma'am Hambak, and Mr. Janlak Escasina. Okay, so today we're going to discuss the speech styles. Okay, so what is speech style? Let's see. Okay, Sir Janlak, please enlighten us about speech style.
All right. When you say speech style, it is the set of linguistic variants that a person uses and that has specific social meanings. It is the choice of words that a person can use or apply in different situations. So in here, in speech style, this is the way we speak to, say, for example, to our best friend. It's different from the way we speak to our boss or to our mother or to our parents or to our special someone, right? So that is speech style.
Yes, correct. Okay, so as Sir John lang has said a while ago, it is the choice of words. Okay, so how do you talk to certain persons in your life? Okay, hindi mo naman tatawagin yung mama mo na, Bebe, bebe, kumain ka na ba, bebe? Hindi naman, di ba?
Right.
Yun. So that will be the what we call speech style. Okay, moving on. What are the styles or what are the different speech styles? Let's start with number one, intimate. Okay, when we say intimate, as you can see in the picture, it is actually what? It is actually highly private. When we say highly private, okay, it means it's just what do you call this one? It is just between two very close people. Okay, di ba pag sinabi natin private wedding, private party, we are only inviting those who are very close to us. Hindi tayo nag-i-invite ng mga outsiders because it's very private. Okay? Now, number two, Sir John Lack.
All right. So this is rooted out of the bonds that we have with the person. So, what do you call this? It builds relationship, right? So it what do you call this? Say for example, you are talking to your mother, so you have this kind of a certain level of relationship na very close, right?
Next, we usually address the person in a very unique manner. So meaning unique, it's one of a kind. Meaning, we're just going to call that person that name, okay, or that address. Meaning, for example, sabi ko nga kanina, you don't call your mama Bibi, unless baby yung pangalan niya, okay? Ano pa?
Right.
Alangan naman tawagin mong
Mga
mama, yung
month,
jowa.
yeah.
Hindi naman pwede. So, depende yun sa kung sino or it depends upon the person you are talking to. How are you going to address them? How are you going to call them? Okay, next.
It uses endearing terms. Ito nga yung parang mga pet names, right? Say for example, kunyari, yung tawagan nyo ng jowa mo ay baby munchkin, something like that, right? Or honey, or ano pa ba?
Sweaty, sweaty.
Sweetie,
Pawisan.
sweetie, right? Sweaty, sweaty pala. Alright. Or yung tawagan nyo, si for example, ng mother mo. Kunyari, ang tawag mo sa mother mo, Ermat. Sa papa mo, Erpat. Pwede, Mamshi.
Correct.
Right? Something
Sure.
like
So
that.
those are the endearing terms that we call. Okay? We're not just going to use terms of endearment for those who are significant to us or I mean special someone, ha? Huwag kayong ano dyan. Pwede siya sa kahit na sino. As long as they're very
Right.
close to you. Okay? Moving on. Examples. Okay, so where do we usually use the intimate speech or style of speech? That is when we talk with our family members, our best friend, our close friends, and our loved one. Okay, loved one. Okay. Next one, Sir Jala.
Okay, next speech style is what we call casual speech style. So What do we mean by casual? From the word itself, casual,
Ay, sorry.
from the word itself, casual, it can be referred to as a group language. So, um, say for example, yung circle of friends nyo, ito yung usually na kung paano kayo magsalita or mag-usap, right? Say for example, yung kami, ako, Miss Hampak, Miss April,
True.
Ma'am Jamie, Ma'am Hilarion, we use, kunyari, yung mga salita na, hindi naman, yung normal na salita na ginagamit natin when we are conversing with other people. So, same thing din sa casual.
So
That's
that's
why it is that's why it is called a common conversation when we say casual speech style.
okay. So when we say casual speech style, also it depends upon the level of closeness. Di ba nga? We got friends that very close, a bit close, close, not so close, feeling close, and the likes. Okay? So we actually characterize those people in our lives as very close, mid-close, then feeling close lang. Okay? So meaning, you only talk to them in a casual style of speech. Meaning, conversational. Pag pumasok ka ba sa klase, hoy, classmate, pakumpya na naman ng assignment mo. O, casual yon. Hoy, classmate. Hoy, ano? Hoy, Dina. Hoy, Vina. Diba? Hoy.
Kaya nagkasalubong kayo sa hallway.
True.
Beshi!
Oo,
Ay,
ganun.
o kaya pag classmate mo lang, hoy, kamusta ka na? Makahoy
Oo,
ka,
ganun.
kala, di
Yung
ba?
mga hoy. Oo, ganda ka. Yung mga ganun. Casual. Okay? So it actually uses slang, vulgar, jargons, and contractions. So we're going to explain later what are the differences of those four.
Terms.
Binilang ko pa, so medyo natagal. Sorry. Next, moving on. Examples.
Okay. So, example of um, casual speech style is when you are talking with your friend and classmate and acquaintance. So, ito yung hindi masyadong close or yung level ng closeness nyo ay hindi ganun kataas. Right?
Yung socks lang. Socks.
Sakto lang. Kunyari, driver. O,
Correct.
magkakilala lang kayo ng driver na sinasakyan mo. Right?
Sure. Ay,
Sinasakyan. Yeah, yung sasakyan niya.
oo, true. Okay, so it's just casual. Next.
So, slang. So, it refers to a word or words created by a particular group. These words are not part of the standard vocabulary or language. So, meaning, yung slang, these are words that are considered as informal, right? And it is not considered as the part of the standard vocabulary. So, ito yung mga tinatawag natin in Tagalog na salitang kalye or balbal na mga salita, right?
Sure.
Example niyan yung mga pinagbabaliktad na language ay na mga salita, kunyari a, arep yung mga ganun, right?
Means pera, di ba?
Oo.
Chikot.
Etneb, yan yung mga sinasalita ay yung mga sinasabi
Si
ni
Yorme ang
Mayor
pinaka-the
Isko,
best.
right?
Yung nagsasabi ng
Mga G language, right?
correct.
G words rather.
Mm,
Becky language and other words.
sure. Next. Examples of slang in English.
Okay, slang, yes. Examples of slang are, so, kodos. This is actually from other language, but we say it when we are congratulating someone, right? Next is miscongeniality. Sa Becky language, when someone is very friendly, right? Miscongeniality ka naman, girl, something like
True.
that.
And then,
Next is photo bomber when someone is when you're taking a photo or picture, right? 'Di ba? dun sa bahay. Bye.
Photobomb. Sure. Okay, moving on. Let's have jargons. Okay, for jargons, these are actually the words or phrases that specific, okay, that are being used in a specific setting for profession or trade and might not be understood by people out of the setting or of different profession or trade. Meaning, it is just exclusive for a certain person, a certain profession, a certain group of people. Okay, example, for teachers, okay? Our jargons are usually lesson plan, grading sheets, what do you call this one? F138, F137,
LR.
school form number 10, school for yeah, LRN. So if you're going to mention those things to other professions or people who have other professions, they might not be able to understood it already, what do you call this one? Clearly and quickly. Okay? The same with doctors, the medical terms. Diba, ubulang pala, ang haba, hindi ko naman alam. Diba? Hindi ko
Right.
naiintindihan. Okay? Also for lawyers, like yung mga habeas. Okay? Diba? Pagka, if you're just, what do you call this one? If you are a person of different profession, hindi siya mabilis mag-sink in sa'yo ano ibig sabihin. Okay? Unless mag-research ka.
Exactly.
Correct. Moving on. Examples of jargons.
Okay, so we have here the word pitch. The meaning of the word varies depending on the profession or what do you call this? Yung mga ano tawag dito? Wait. Ano tawag yan?
Okay, so
Profession.
yes, correct. Or field.
Or field rather, yeah. So say for example, in music, the word pitch means the highness or lowness of a note or sound, right? And for sports, it's about how you deliver or serve the ball to the batter, right? Next is for film, it is about how to present an idea for the screenplay. So, kapag sinabi mo lang na, say for example, oh, mali yung pitch mo. So, sinabi mo yun sa sports, right? So,
True.
iba yung magiging meaning or kung ang kausap mo naman ay about, ang alam niya ay sa music. So, mag-iiba yung meaning ng words. Depende sa pagkakaintindi or sa knowledge ng pinakausap mo.
True. Next. Okay. Another example of casual, okay, or casual type of conversation is this, okay? When Jack and Nina texted this morning, okay, we're
Morning.
just going
So,
to, what do you call this one? We're just going to read it. I'll be
yeah.
Nina,
I'll
you'll be
play
Jack.
the role of Jack. Yes.
I'll be Nina. Game, let's do this.
All right. Okay. Just woke up, prepping up my OOTD or outfit of the day.
Where to go? WTG.
All right. Along the way to Tagaytay, it should be ATW.
Why?
I need to relax sometimes because I can't just work by Rihanna. You know, you only live once.
YOLO. K dot SKL, share ko lang. Tender loving care. Take care. Take
So
care.
those acronyms are examples of slang,
Yes.
right?
Yeah. If you are actually trying to create an acronym out of actually a sentence or a phrase. Okay, so that it would not be long for you to say it. Diba? Dahil tamad na tamad ka, you cannot say just woke up. You just say JWU. Diba? Ang tamad mo. Charot. Okay, moving on. This is the perfect expression of those who cannot understand YOLO and the other casual terms. Say YOLO one more time and I'll be shooting you right on the spot. Okay, so that is it. Pampaano lang yan, kayo naman. So, huwag nyo nang, i-criticize yung joke namin. Next, contractions. Okay? So, contractions. These are shorthand version of a word created by removing internal letter and sounds. Meaning, we're going to remove something. We're going to, what do you call this one? Remove a certain letter or a certain sound inside the word or words.
Word or
Okay? Let's see. How is it being done? Example, sir.
all right. So we have the "They're my friends." It is actually a contraction of "They are my friends."
True.
Another one is "Let me go." Right? It's a it's a contraction of "Let me go."
True.
Right. Next, we have "What you gonna do with the
With a
dessert?"
deadline.
Checking. Ay, iba sa'yo. So it's "What you will gonna do," or "What would you gonna do?"
Yeah.
Right.
Or what are you going
I
to do?
going to do.
Yes.
Right.
There
What
you
are
go.
you going to do?
What you gonna
Next,
do with a bit? But what's the next one? It
I
is
kinda
I
wanted to.
kind of wanted to. Parang I kind of want to. Then that's my instead of that is my. Okay, that's my. Then isn't or aren't. Okay, so it can be is not and then are not. Okay, so those are contractions. You just actually what they call it
Remove
contract.
or
Okay,
omit.
two or more one word or two words into one. Okay, so moving on.
Okay, next one is fillers. So these are sounds, words, or phrases used to fill pauses in speaking. Actually, this happens when you don't know what to say next,
True.
right?
Very
Kapag nablanko ka. So ito yung mga um okay,
yeah.
yeah, right? Like, right, mga ganun.
Examples.
So yun yung tinatawag nating fillers. So example of fillers like oh, I see. Well, di ba? Puro ka, and
Hindi mo naman
like.
already
So,
eh. I don't need to explain it anymore. Di ba ganun? Kung di mo na alam. It's ganun. Okay? While you are actually thinking of something or trying to revive the memories of what you have reviewed, okay, you fill in words, you fill in utterances so that it will not be
exactly.
a dull moment na parang nakaganyan ka lang. Okay? Next,
Gusto ko
moving.
yun. Gusto ko yung,
Formal versus casual. Okay? So we're done with
this is
casual.
a,
So let's try to differentiate.
to contrast. Oh, yes.
Mm-mm.
So you are for you're going to read the casual
Okay,
one,
I'll
then
be
I'll
going
read the
to
form.
read the casual, then you read formal. Okay, one, two, three, go. Share ko lang.
In my own opinion,
Bam, bam.
for family banding,
What you doing?
or what are you doing?
Yes. Okay. So if you're going to convert, really convert, okay, if you're going to translate the casual, okay, type of or style of speech into formal, these are the things that you will be discovering. Okay. Next, moving
This is
on.
what it looks like.
True. Next.
Next one is consultative or consultative, right?
So,
So
yeah,
it is used in transactions where the participants engage in an active information. Meaning to say, um, it's a matter of give and take, right? Kasi nga tinatawag siyang like transaction. So kapag may binigay sa'yo, usually, pag may sinabi sa'yo, dapat may i-share ka, right? Just like an interview or when you are buying something, right? Say for example, sa store, you ask for, pabili nga po ng suka.
magkano
Tapos
po?
magkano po? Tapos sabihin, right, yung price. So, it's a matter of giving information in giving and sharing information.
Alam nga namang intayin mo ng 2 days bago niya sabihin yung presyo ng suka. Diba? Hindi naman pwede yun. Okay, moving
Right.
on, it involves societal expectation. When we say societal expectation, if you are a doctor, it is expected that you will give diagnosis of the diseases of your patient. Tinanong niya, Doc, ano pong sakit ko? Wait lang, tignan ko lang lesson plan ko. Mali yun. Okay? Iba naman yun. Kasi what they call this one, ang expectation sa'yo ng mga tao ay sasabihin mo, madadiagnose mo yung kanilang sakit. Parehas din sa teacher. For example, nagtanong ng estudyante, Ma'am, paano po ito? Expected ng estudyante mo na masasagot mo yun because you are the teacher. Okay? You are the one who taught them those lessons. Yun. Moving on.
All right. Next, the speaker uses professional or mutually accepted language, and the listener participates and gives feedback. So, meaning to say, yung nagsasalita or yung the one who is sharing information should use a language that is understandable nung kausap mo. Say, for example, yung example ni Ms. Hampak, a doctor giving a diagnosis doon sa patient, right? So kapag sinabi niya yung term na hindi naiintindihan, malay niya ba doon? Yung pala, ang iniisip niya, kunyari sinabi, o may word, may term na sinabi, akala niya mamamatay na siya, yung pala, ubo lang. So it should be understandable by many, right? Or by an individual.
It should be translated into layman's term. Okay? Yung parang
Yes.
maiintindihan ng lahat. Moving
Yes, simple
on.
words are true.
Yeah. Moving on for formal. Okay, let's see. Coming from the word itself, formal. Okay? Formal wedding, formal event, formal people. Okay? When we say formal, it usually follows an accepted format. Meaning, there is already a pattern beforehand na dapat mong sundin or else it will not be considered formal. Okay? Formal attire. Nakasuot ka short. Okay? Yung short mo pa, beach short. Ano te? Formal? Okay, pwede pa kung formal naman yung iyong short, diba? Pero, we should always follow an accepted format when we say formal. Next.
Next, it is objective in nature and plan, meaning to say, usually a formal speech, right? Katulad ng sa ating mga valedictorian speech, the sona of our president, something like that, or even the seminars, right? Or what they call this, yung sermon ng priest. So, planado na yun lahat bago nila sabihin or i-deliver sa kanilang mga audience, right? So, meaning to say, lahat na yun, it's either naka-outline na or memorized na nila or planado na lahat ng sasabihin nila.
Because, why do they do that? Because they cannot afford to waste time thinking about what they are going to say. Okay, ganun kasi sa formal. Di ba nga sabi ko, may accepted format. Dahil may accepted format ng kung anong sasabihin mo, like the intro, body, conclusion, for speeches, okay? Meron ding format ng oras, kung kailan ka matatapos at kailan ka magsisimula at matatapos. Okay? Kagaya sa SONA, di ba? Binabash pag sobrang haba. Pagka naman sobrang ikli, nabash din. Okay? So, dapat tama. Moving on.
Next, it uses in one-way communication. Meaning to say, linear lang yung usapan or yung naging communication. Hindi siya nagkakaroon ng feedback. Walang feedback. Say, for example, yung valedictorian nyo, nag-speech. Ang tawag dito, ang naging success ko pong ito ay sa pagtutulungan naming mga classmates.
Tapos biglang sumigaw yung classmate. Ang galing mo, classmate! Tama yan! Mali yun.
Or kaya, hindi mo nga ako pinakopya, hindi ka naman pwedeng magano.
Pwede yun.
Right? Because it should be one-way communication.
No feedback.
Same thing kapag nagsona din si President, syempre nanonood ka lang ng TV, right? Or kung nandun ka man mismo sa may venue, di mo naman pwedeng sumigaw at sagutin si President Duterte.
Kasi it's a formal event.
It's like a one-way communication.
Okay, it uses verbal and non-verbal communication. It is very important that you're not just going to communicate verbally or through words. Instead, you also use non-verbal communication. How, ma'am? Posture. Tayo mo pa lang dapat formal. Hindi yung nakaukbot kang ganun. Ano te? Hunchback. Okay. Ano pa? Oh, wala naman ako sa ano ha. Okay lang ang mga kuba. Idol ko nga si Campanera Kuba. Okay, moving
Actually, ako yun. Joke.
Okay. Another one, aside from posture, your facial expression. Okay? Hindi ka dapat malungkot kung ang pinag-uusapan ay success mo. Okay? Ano pa ba? Hand gestures. Okay? Yung, what you call this one? Ano tawag doon? Basta ganun, hand gestures. Okay? Yung ganun-ganun.
Mga body language.
Yes. Body language. Kasi your audience can tell kung natutuwa ka ba sa pinagsasabi mo, o naniniwala ka ba talaga sa kung ano sinasabi mo. Okay, moving on.
Right. Next, it used to impart information. Actually, yung formal speech style, ginagamit talaga siya para magbigay or mag-share ng information. Katulad ng mga nabanggit nating examples kanina, yung SONA. So, sinasabi doon what happened sa certain time na, alam ba, pag nasa 2 years?
The term, oo, yung parang
Oo,
term.
the term, right? Yung buong term.
Di ba annual yun? So,
Oo. Tawag dito, sinishare din ano pa yung mga plans. So, it's about giving information. Same thing doon sa kapag nagsisermon yung priests, right? Say for example, about sa Bible, right? I-share niya yung story from the Bible, right? Another is when having a seminar. So, it's all about sharing information kung saan expert yung speaker, right? Para mas share niya yung knowledge niya and expertise niya to his or her audience.
mm-hmm. Actually, in formal setup or in a formal speech style, okay, you have to inform everyone. They have to learn something. They have to know something new, or else you did not meet the goal. Okay? Kasi yun yung goal mo. Okay. Okay. Moving on. Examples. Ayan. As we have said a while ago, what they call this one, the examples of formal speech style are the following. Sermon, sona, speech in conventions or formal dinners, job interviews. Okay? Bakit? Diba? They always use the formal speech of style.
Right.
Then, diba, nagsisimula ng good morning, good afternoon, ma'am. Okay,
Hindi mo naman sabihin, kunyari tinanong ka, what's your weakness? What's your strength? Kunyari, magaling pa ako mag-basketball. Charot, di mo pa sabihin gano'n.
You can be relatable, but you should always keep your formality. Okay? Next.
Right.
Seminars and lectures. As Sir Janak said a while ago, seminars, okay? Because it is used to impart information. And also lectures, okay, of people or actually teachers, professors. Those are formal type of or speech style. Moving on. Last one, we got frozen. Let it go, let it go. So when you say frozen, coming from the word itself, it's frozen. Of course, it's not melted. Okay, it's frozen. Meaning it is, what they call this one? It is static. It is not moving, not changing at all. Okay, so let's see. When we say frozen, Sir Janak.
It is the highest rank in style. Kasi nga, hindi siya, wala siyang, what do you call this?
What call this one? Hindi siya usually nagbabago.
Yes, hindi siya nagbabago. Naka-freeze siya or fix yung speech, right? Say for example, yung ating mga, what do you call this? Yung mga kontrata, right? Constitution, something like that, right? It is also called oratorical in style or fixed speech that like what I've said a while ago kasi nga hindi siya nagbabago. Kasi pag nagbago siya, parang hindi ka maniniwala na lang, right?
True. Sana all hindi nagbabago. Charot.
Right.
Okay.
And it is used for formal ceremonies or traditions. Kunyari, yung mga ritual, prayers, right?
Correct.
Uh,
You cannot just change, okay, what are the contents of a prayer. Okay? Lalo na yung Our Father, Hail Mary, okay? Medyo mahirap yun. Matagal-tagal na process. Moving on. Examples, other examples.
we have
Parliamentary
the
procedure.
parliamentar.
Sige.
Church rites and speeches. We have rituals, preambles, and yes, Ms. Ampak?
National anthem, constitution, literary texts, okay? Especially those that are written during long time ago. Siyempre, patay na yung author. How are you going to change it? Maybe you can translate it or summarize.
Adaptation.
Yes, adaptation.
Right.
You cannot really change it the way it was written by the original author. Contracts. Okay? Pag may nagbago sa kontrata, magkakaloko-loko kayo. Okay? Hindi yun pwede. Then, insurance policy. Kung anong pinirmahan mo sa umpisa, dapat yun pa rin makikita mo sa dulo. Okay?
Right.
For church rights.
Other example. Yes, Ms.
For church rights, yung sa kasal, you may kiss the bride, I now pronounce you husband and wife.
Hindi siya nagdaan.
Okay? So, hindi
Another example is when you are signing up sa mga like mga Facebook, like your social media accounts, right? Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, may checkan kayo ng terms and condition na hindi nyo naman binabasa.
True. It is actually a contract between you and the app that you are actually giving them the permission to get access to your information. Eh, ikaw, pala chika eh. Nakalagay pala dun, okay lang ipamigay yung information mo. Bakit?
Okay, nakalagay doon, palit nanay kayo. No?
Oo, te. Ano, te?
Kasi nikan mo, tapos click.
Okay. Okay, so those are the speech styles. We got number 1, intimate. Number 2, casual. 3,
consultative.
Consultative. Then formal. Then
frozen.
So we got 5. And under those, we got different terms pa. Okay, like slangs, jargons, and dialects. Okay, so we hope you have learned something from us today in our oral communication video, particularly in speech test. So we hope you will be able to apply these things to your daily lives. Sir John Locke, any takeaways?
Right. So that's all for today. Thank you for listening, and we hope to see you soon manood nitong aming mga videos because there are a lot more.
Bye-bye for now. We'll see you on the next video. Bye!